Hello everyone, welcome to the episode proper for My Bloody Valentine. We start with the band's debut album, Isn't Anything. Released in 1988, it came with Recreation Records and it was produced by the band themselves. I did cover a fair chunk of what went into this album already, but there was an EP preceding this titled You Made Me Realise in July of 1988, which was a few months before the album would come out. That being said, let's talk about the album itself, which begins with the song Soft as Snow but Warm Inside, and what a start, honestly. The band play a very experimental variant of shoegaze with dream and noise elements and it's just quite lovely. The instrumental work is brilliantly timed with some really well executed riffs and some nicely paced drum work. The lyrics are, as the band coins, nonsense, but there's some things of sexuality and romance to them, so I'll take it while I can get it. The performances are goddamn solid with all the members making everything work, and Colmo Shig, or however the fuck you say it, loses his mind on the drums. The production is great and I appreciate the band handling it, giving everything a fuzzy, abrasive feeling which really helps to shape the sound. The structuring is mind-breaking with all the styles working, great timing and pacing as well, and a solid length of 38 minutes on the dot. My favourite song goes to Nothing Much to Lose. Isn't Anything is a risky debut, mixing genres that shouldn't have worked in a time where it shouldn't have flown, and it does it flawlessly. Next is the band's second album, Loveless, released in 1991. Again came with Recreation and it was produced by band members Kevin Shields and Colmo drummer. The band did scant touring and got to recording this one really quick, but they did run into issues as Kevin and Creation's owner Alan McGee had a falling out which would lead to the band being dropped and the label eventually going bankrupt. Still, they put this album out, so we have to talk about it. It starts with the song Only Shallow, and again, it's a really solid start. The instrumental work is still super mind-bending, with the guitar being some of the most unique I think I've ever heard, like, ever. The lyrics again don't do much and are more scarce, and while I don't know what's going on, at least the delivery is quite nice when you can actually understand it. The performance is solid even though Kevin heavily takes over, but Belinda Virtue's vocals go so well with his on this one too. The production is so good, bringing out the best in the more shoegaze sound while mixing in the other stuff damn near effortlessly. The structuring is great as well with some nice slow burn pacing that really pays off well as it goes. My favourite song goes to Sometimes. Despite what would happen after and during the process, the album is still a blast and a great piece of shoegaze rock. And finally we reached the band's third album, MBV. Released in 2013, it was their first through their own label, also called MBV, and it was produced by Kevin Shields. So after Loveless, the band was signed to Island, but they never put anything out with them. They would split in 1997 in the middle of working on new stuff, but they reformed in 2007, dropped an EP compilation in 2012 through Sony, and then they dropped this a year later. Still, as you're about to witness, the band haven't really lost a step. The album starts with the song She Found Now, and right away the instrumental work is as rich and dynamic as you would expect, with great timing and some really killer riffs. The lyrics are more scattered, but they're the band's usual weird themes. I just wish that there was more to talk about than the usual stuff. The band are still great, still having that dark energy, that killer timing, and more of a sense of ease this time with their performances. The production is solid and slick with some really good sound merging and some really tight mixing in places which I quite liked. The structuring is really good too, with the nice style blending being good and some more restraint and risks taken as well. My favourite song goes to In Another Way. MBV is a solid return after a long time, with the band doing what they usually do to the great effect that you would expect. So disclaimer, I thought I'd written an intro for this because usually I do. I haven't, so this is going to be off the top of my head. So yeah, My Bloody Valentine. Didn't really know what to expect. I mean, I dabble with shoegaze, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but My Bloody Valentine are a band that really brought it more into the mainstream and started experimenting with it in a time where, again, it shouldn't really have worked, but they just made it work, and this made for a fun episode. So again, thank you to my good buddy Adam/Raimundo for requesting it. It was really fun to do. As for what's next from me, well, the only thing I can immediately promise is Capture the Crown on Friday. And that's really about it. I don't have many other plans. I'm still working through editing parts of my Psychonauts Let's Play. So yeah, looking forward to that. And don't really have many other plans after the Capture the Crown stream, although I will be putting up the Go Home Show pieces for PBW vs ABW tomorrow night. Thank you to everyone who tuned in last night to watch the stream, by the way. Epic Go Home Show. It was amazing. Really good shit. And yeah, I'm looking forward to Friday night. Capture the Crown is going to be amazing, I hope, and I'll see you all for that. And as always, thank you for watching. Oh, fuck, I completely forgot to say this part before I sign off. This is going to be my last episode of the year, because I want to work on my top 10 lists and shit like that. And the next episode, by the way, is going to be for today, as requested by my friend David Poutney, who is an actual real-life friend of mine who I went to school with, so kudos for that. And yeah, that's going to be the next episode. Just wanted to get that where I'll remember, and it's going to be the next episode. I'll start working on it next year because I want to work on the top 10 lists and, well, I say top 10 lists, the top 10 UFC fights, my favourite fights of the year, and my 30 favourite albums. I'm not going to do the honourable mentions anymore. It's just going to be 30 albums I really liked. Got 2 more weeks of music to listen to as well, so the next thing I can promise you is an episode of Music of the Week, possibly Fire the Night this weekend. And then, after this weekend's music is over, There won't be another episode of Music of the Week for the rest of the year, but there will be an episode of Catch Up Chaos because I'm going to be like listening to music I missed over the weekend. There's going to be 6 albums in that. That's 6, so yeah, look forward to that when that comes out. I'm going to have to really double up on these fucking reviews then, aren't I? If I really want to get this done. So, wish me luck. I think that's really all I've got to say. That's really all covered. Yeah. Okay, that should do it. That should do it for the video. So now you know what I've got planned. I will see you on Friday night. It's going to be awesome. And as always, doing it right this time. Thank you for watching. You're awesome. Bye-bye.